Thank you for joining us on This is Exclusive. The situation in Manipur, stalling proceedings in Parliament, even as the Home Minister intervenes, says government is ready for a very detailed debate. There is a complete deadlock in Parliament, and in Manipur, we're getting in some reports, some very disturbing reports of over 700 intruders perhaps who came in from Myanmar. We have some exclusive reports lined up on the show this evening. Here are the headlines.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये भी कहा, डेस्परेट और डायरेक्शनलेस विपक्ष के कारण हमको और सतर्क रहना है.
In a strong attack on the opposition, the Prime Minister says merely adding the name India, the word India, doesn't necessarily mean it stands for the nation. Prime Minister Modi on the front foot in the political battle ahead of 2024 as it makes it about national interest commitment.
Sir, it is pointless to expect him to come to the point because he has no point. He has a point to offer. The government is ready for discussion. We are ready to have a debate.
Ruckus continues in Parliament even as government agrees for a long-form debate on Manipur under 267. A big move to counter the award Wapsi practice, Parliamentary panel suggests undertaking by awardees. Internet services to gradually resume in violence hit Manipur after nearly 85 days. Congress MLA accuses his own party of stalling funds and later claims it was a fake letter, even as other Congress MLAs admit they signed on it. After mystery disappearance, Chinese foreign minister has been sacked by Xi Jinping. Wang Yi is back as a foreign minister of China. And on This is Exclusive, the Manipur government has asked Assam Rifles, a story broken by Republic this morning, guarding the Indo-Myanmar border. The Assam Rifles guarding the Indo-Myanmar border, they've asked them to push back 718 Myanmar nationals who entered India illegally, they believe, between the July 22nd and 23rd. Taking serious note of the issue, the state's Home Department has sought a detailed report from Assam Rifles to clarify why and how the Myanmar nationals were allowed to enter into India in the Chandel district without proper travel documents. It's also to be noted that the Kuki majority areas of Manipur share a porous border with Myanmar's Chin state. The Kukis and Mizos share a common ancestry with the Chins of Myanmar and inhabit the landmass across the international border. The Republic also spoke to the Coordination Committee on Myanmar's integrity. Take a listen.
What are the efforts being put in by COCOMI in order to bring the situation under control?
Actually, we came to know about this situation will happen in long back because many illegal immigrants are coming in our state from the country of Myanmar, Bangladesh, as well as from Nepal also. But the situation is worse in case of Myanmar because Myanmar and our state is having a border of around 398 kilometers. We are sharing border with this Myanmar. And in the Myanmar, as we all know that political turmoil is there for the last many decades in the state, in the country of Myanmar. So the people from Myanmar used to come to India's side, and our border being porous, it is very easy to come inside our state from the country of Myanmar, all those fellows, and bordering our state Manipur is the Sin state of Myanmar, and these Sin Kuki peoples are mainly inhabited in the Sin state of Myanmar, and they used to come from there to our state for the last many years, and it causes a demographic imbalance in the state of Manipur. So, being an indigenous people of this state of Manipur, we Meitei people, along with the Naga people, are demanding updation of National Register of Citizenship. Then only we can detect who are the real citizens of India and who are the real native people of this state of Manipur and who are the immigrants coming from those foreign countries, especially from Myanmar. Then only our governments can deal the problem of these illegal immigrants effectively. That's why we are demanding updation of National Register of Citizenship along with our Naga brothers, and unfortunately our demand falls to the deaf ears of both the governments, that is government of India as well as our state government.
Let me ask you one thing here. You were saying you want an NRC. That's well understood. You were saying Nagas and the Meiteis are indigenous people of Manipur. They are demanding updation of NRC.
Yes.
Are you trying to say that all the cookies are immigrants?
In that question, all the cookies are not immigrants, and during British period, the Britishers divided these cookie people into two groups. One is old cookie, then another one is new cookie. And in these old cookie, some ethnic communities like Anal, Sote, Maring, Moyon, Monsang, they are coming under this category of old groups. And they are not immigrants. They have been dwelling in this land for the last many years, and they are having close relationship among all these peoples and all. And they can speak the lingua franca of our state, that is Meitei fluently. But for those newcomers who are coming from Sin state, especially from the side of Myanmar, they could not speak this lingua franca, and they are coming illegally. And India, being the largest democratic country of the world, having many acts to check the foreigners, say for example Foreigners Act 1946, according to this act, no foreign national cannot come inside our country without any valid document and like that. But our Chin Kuki people from Myanmar, they used to come without such valid documents to the state of Manipur as well as to the state of Mizoram also. But there is a difference between Manipur and Myanmar. In Manipur and Mizoram, in Mizoram, their government just identify all those fellows who are coming from Myanmar, and they are giving this identity card and all, and they are all kept in the relief camps. And about 161 relief camps, there are 31 Myanmaris in the state of Mizoram. But in our state, only in this year 2023, our government formed a cabinet subcommittee, and they began to detect illegal immigrants who are coming from Myanmar, and out of, say, checking 53 villages, they can detect around 3,000 Myanmaris. That is illegal immigrants. And today itself, in our local paper, it is reported more than 700 Myanmaris are detected. And it is reported in today's newspaper itself. So it is quite evident that many illegal immigrants are coming and settling in our state of Manipur, and it is causing the demographic imbalance. And as per the knowledge concerned from our renowned demographers, we come to know that it is the third stage what is happening in our state at present, the conflict, the situation is the third stage of demographic imbalance, as per their teaching and their talk.
What is the solution? Are you really interested, or are you seeking a permanent solution to this ongoing crisis or the ongoing violence in the state? Because I have seen that the efforts being put in by the government, the respective center and the state government, have visibly failed up to a great extent, because now the people are adamant. There are violent mobs from both sides.
Actually, we want a permanent solution for this conflict. But
The Kuki community, many leaders in the Kuki community have expressed that they are not happy with the label that Kokomi and other organizations from the Métis side, and they have accused the state government also that the entire Kuki community is being labeled as drug dealers or drug lords.
we are not labeling all Kuki people as drug lords or illegal immigrants. There should be separation among themselves. And all those fellows who have been settling down here for a long time, they should come out and they should cooperate with our indigenous people, remaining indigenous people of this state, and try to chalk out who are the illegal immigrants.
Okay, quickly going across to Aniruddha joining us on the phone line, brought us that story in Manipur. He's live in Manipur, but we can't go across live to him because of the internet restrictions. Let me get him on the phone line though. Do we have a number on how many people came in and what was the role of these people, or what is the state suspecting they could be involved in? Aniruddha.
Yes, Ranjan, I can get your complete question. If you don't mind, please repeat the question once again.
Yeah, what is the state fearing? What is the state government fearing? What has been the role of illegal immigrants in the situation currently that we are witnessing in Manipur?
Yes, Niranjan, over the last few months, a survey was carried out, particularly in the month of March and April by the state government, after the cabinet subcommittee was formed. And during the survey, it was found that at least 2,000 immigrants from Myanmar have settled in the state of Manipur after the political crisis which is on in the of Myanmar. And ever since then, there has been a vigil being kept along the border on the influx from Myanmar side. And the state government of Manipur have been also alleging that the illegal immigrants also have a role in the ongoing situation, volatile situation in the state of Manipur. However, highly placed in the rifle.
Okay, I have a poor audio line with you there, Anirudh. I'll come back to you. Meanwhile, in Parliament, there's been a complete deadlock. Union Home Minister Amit Shah told the Lok Sabha, the Parliament, that he was prepared, his government was prepared for a debate on the violence in Manipur, urged opposition leaders to allow a discussion on the issue as the second week of the ongoing monsoon session of Parliament opened to yet another day jammed with disruptions.
मैं फिर से कहना चाहता हूं, मैंने आज दोनों सदन के विपक्ष के नेता को पत्र लिखा है कि कितनी भी लंबी चर्चा के लिए मैं तैयार हूं। सरकार को कोई डर नहीं है, चर्चा जिसको करनी है मणिपुर पर वो चर्चा करने हमें कुछ छुपाना नहीं है। हमने दोनों विपक्ष के नेताओं को मैंने आज पत्र लिखा है। मैं कहता हूं कि जनता आपको देख रही है, चुनाव में जाना है, जनता के खौफ को ध्यान में रखे और मणिपुर जैसे संवेदनशील इश्यू पर चर्चा के लिए उचित माहौल सदन में बनाइए, ऐसी मेरी
Moving on to another big story. Under pressure, it appears that the Congress MLA is attempting a U-turn in Karnataka. There was reportedly a controversy that was brewing in Karnataka after a letter that was allegedly signed by Congress MLAs and others accusing their own government of taking bribes to release funds to constituencies. However, it appears this Congress MLA is trying to backtrack, claiming the letter was fake, saying it was the BJP's conspiracy to create a rift, while other Congress MLAs admit signing on the letter. Here's the story and how it's playing out this evening.
ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಶಾಸಕನಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಹಳೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ವಿಳಾಸದ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಶಾಂತಿನಗರ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ನಾನು ಶಾಂತಿನಗರ ಬಿಟ್ಟು 4 ವರ್ಷ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫೇಕ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ನಡುವೆ ಮತಭೇದ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಸಿ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಜಗಳ ಹಚ್ಚಬೇಕನ್ನುವಂಥ ಕುತಂತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಇದ್ದುದು ನಿಜ, ಅದು ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ಗಳು ಪೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ದುರುದ್ದೇಶಪೂರ್ವಕದಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಖಂಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು SP ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ತನಿಖೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
BJP also jumping into this controversy, saying that the issue is genuine. Let's listen in.
Just I have seen the copy of that letter, that so-called letter written by B.R. Patil. Two things very crystal clear here. This same government, this same Congress party, alleged 40% commission against us, a blatant lie before the elections and got elected. Number two, right now they take the oath that they won't do any favoritism to anybody. They have to take the oath, right? And here it is a clear-cut evidence that through the letter their ministers were demanding for more funds. Equal fund distribution is anyone's right for every, whether MLA is an opposition party or ruling party, is entitled for the area development fund, equality. But the second thing is nobody should intervene in transfers. That means if some elected MLA is demanding his choice of police officer, means what it shows. His choice of officer means what it shows. It is a clear-cut violation of they were showing not showing any respect for the constitution and totally indulged in kind of transfers and fund allocation. It shows that.
Prajwal joining us. Prajwal, isn't it true that another MLA also admitted signing the letter? And if he did sign the letter, if a letter was signed, if there was a letter that complained, what's going on? Is it a U-turn?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Niranjan. This is Baswaraj Rai Reddy, and let's also not forget the fact that Baswaraj Rai Reddy is the right-hand man of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and he's always been there at the forefront, advising him on what the budget should be done as well. And he's also considered to be an economic expert too. And he himself is agreeing to the fact that yes, such things are happening as well, and therefore he too had signed on the letter as well. But look at the sort of U-turn that has been made by B.R. Patil now. He completely states that this is a fake letterhead, or it was a letterhead where he used to use it formally, but now his house address has changed, and therefore each of these letterheads has numberings as well. But let's also not forget the fact that it is not only Baswaraj Rai Reddy here, Niranjan. We are also speaking about Nadagowda, another prominent Congress MLA, Vinay Kulkarni as well. So all of this while stating, he's saying that it has been copy pasted from various other letterheads as well, and now a complaint has officially been lodged with the SP of Kalaburgi too, where B.R. Patil has alleged that this is he suspects that this might be the handiwork of the BJP party to bring a difference, to bring a rift between B.R. Patil and Priyank Karge. But also let's not forget the fact that he's highlighted in detail about corruption, and he's also spoken in detail about what exactly is happening in Karnataka at this point of time. Until and unless this entire body or copy has been framed by some other person and it has been copy pasted in the old letterhead of the MLA, we will have to say otherwise too. So this seems to be like more of a U-turn too, but the Kalaburgi SP has also now confirmed that they are looking in and they are also investigating into this particular case.
Okay, here's what this Congress MLA said. I'd like to play that out. One Congress MLA, in fact, admits signing the letter. Another Congress MLA says it's a fake letter. So something's not right, something's not adding up. Here's what a Congress MLA said while admitting signing that letter. Listen in.
B.R. Patil Anand MLA ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಗೆ ಮಾಂತೇಶ್ ಕೌಜಲ್ಗಿ ಇಂಥದ್ದು ಕೆಲವು ಜನ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸಭೆ ಕರೆದು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಲೆಟರ್ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ರು. ಯಾರು B.R. ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಇವರ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದ್ರಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರಷ್ಟೇ, ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸಭೆ ಕರಿಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಶಾಸಕರ ನಡುವೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆ ಏರ್ಪಡಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನು ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತವಾಗಿ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಆಗಲಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ MLA ಆಗಿರೋ ಹೊಸ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರವರ ನಡುವೆ ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ ಸಹಜವಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಭೆ ಕರೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು 30-35 ಜನ MLAಗಳು ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಶಾಸಕಾಂಗ ಪಕ್ಷ ಸಭೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರರ್ಥ ಅಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು
Taking a short break, the government agrees to a long debate on Manipur. They say, let's talk about Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Bengal as well. The opposition is not ready. There's a proposal by the Parliamentary panel to counter award Wapsi, saying that the awardees should perhaps take an undertaking. There's a debate over that. Back with that and much more.
The Justice Department on Monday sued Texas Governor Greg Abbott over newly installed floating barrier on the Rio Grande. That is the Republicans' latest aggressive tactic to try stopping migrants from crossing to the US from Mexico. A woman detained in a patrol car suffered extensive brain injuries after the cop car she was held in was hit by a freight train. The victim has sued the Colorado Police Department for her treatment expenses. Elon Musk has unveiled a new X logo to replace Twitter's famous blue bird as he follows through with a major rebranding of the social media platform he bought for $44 billion last year. And the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said on Monday they had found the body of a missing man and the remains of a second person swept away in severe flooding that hit Nova Scotia over the weekend. Israeli police tried to clear the main Tel Aviv highway on Monday as thousands of protesters blocked it following the Israeli parliament's approval of a key part of the judicial overhaul that has exposed deep fissures in Israeli society. A week-old wildfire in the Greek resort island of Rhodes has forced more evacuations as strong winds and successive heat waves plague the country. Residents on the island joined the fight against the blaze armed with shovels, tree branches and extinguishers as well as towels. Wildfires raging across Algeria have killed 25 people, including 10 soldiers trying to bring the flames under control in the face of high winds and scorching summer temperatures. Hours after a Swedish court fined Greta Thunberg for disobeying police during an environmental protest at an oil facility last month, the climate activist once again attempted to block access to the facility and was removed by police. And mourners attended the wake for a mayor in Ecuador, slain on Sunday in a shooting that killed one other person and wounded 4 more.
Time for another news that has been coming in. A major narcotics smuggling bid was thwarted by the BSF. Now, one Pakistan intruder was killed during this operation. 4 kg of narcotics was recovered from the possession of the dead intruder. The incident was reported in the Samba district of Jammu and Kashmir.
Big success for the border security force. The force has neutralized a Pakistani intruder that was trying to sneak into the Indian territory. Late last night in the Assam area of the Samba district, a Pakistani intruder tried to sneak into the Indian territory along with a huge cache of narcotics and Pakistani currency of around 300 rupees. He was intercepted by the troops of the BSF. They challenged his movement. When he didn't stop, then the troops of the BSF opened fire at the Pakistani intruder. Thus, he was shot dead, and from his possession the BSF has recovered around 4.5 kilogram of heroin, the international market worth of which is more than 28 crore rupees, and also a Pakistani currency of over 300 rupees. That clearly shows the desperation of the Pakistan, that how it is trying to push narcotics as well as the weapons and the Pakistani currency into the Indian territory. This currency, we are told that it was in around 300 rupees, and the narcotics that was recovered from the Pakistan was more than it was 4.5 kilogram of the heroin.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
And the visuals are coming in now from Noida in Uttar Pradesh, where due to an increase in the water levels of the Hindon River, the area near Ecotech 3 has been submerged, due to which about 300 vehicles that were stuck there now completely submerged in that particular area because of the rising level of water.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
North Korea has fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles into the sea off its east coast. Japan's PM's office launched an emergency alert. Japan's Coast Guard has requested vessels in affected areas to watch out for falling debris from the launch. However, there are no reports of any damage so far. This is North Korea's 3rd round of launches since last week. North Korea fired the missiles from an area near its capital, Pyongyang. South Korea has also confirmed the launch of missiles by North Korea. Both missiles traveled about 400 kilometers before landing in waters off the Korean peninsula's eastern coast. The South Korean Joint Chiefs of Staff has condemned North Korea's missile launches. The launch came after US Navy's nuclear-powered submarine USS Annapolis arrived at a port in South Korea. The US submarine arrival in South Korea shows the firm partnership between the US and South Korea. This submarine is US strategic asset in the region to intimidate the North Korea. Last week also, US Navy's another submarine, USS Kentucky, made a port call in South Korea. North Korea had also reacted that time by firing ballistic and cruise missile. North Korea's action has always provoked tensions in the region. Agency report for Republic TV.
The Justice Department on Monday sued Texas Governor Greg Abbott over newly installed floating barrier on the Rio Grande. That is the Republicans' latest aggressive tactic to try stopping migrants from crossing to the U.S. from Mexico. A woman detained in a patrol car suffered extensive brain injuries after the cop car she was held in was hit by a freight train. The victim has sued the Colorado Police Department for her treatment expenses. Elon Musk has unveiled a new X logo to replace Twitter's famous blue bird as he follows through with a major rebranding of the social media platform he bought for $44 billion last year. And the Royal Canadian Mounted Police said on Monday they had found the body of a missing man and the remains of a second person swept away in severe flooding that hit Nova Scotia over the weekend. Israeli police tried to clear the main Tel Aviv highway on Monday as thousands of protesters blocked it following the Israeli parliament's approval of a key part of the judicial overhaul that has exposed deep fissures in Israeli society. A week-old wildfire in the Greek resort island of Rhodes has forced more evacuations as strong winds and successive heat waves plague the country. Residents on the island joined the fight against the blaze, armed with shovels, tree branches and extinguishers, as well as towels. Wildfires raging across Algeria have killed 25 people, including 10 soldiers trying to...
Prime Minister Modi puts focus on commitment to national interest. Does using the word India imply national interest? Prime Minister on the front foot ahead of 2024 Arnab debates at 9 p.m.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये भी कहा, डेस्परेट और डायरेक्शनलेस विपक्ष के कारण हमको और सतर्क रहना है.
In a strong attack on the opposition, the Prime Minister says merely adding the name India does not necessarily mean that they stand for the nation. The Prime Minister is on the front foot in the political battle as he makes it about the national interest and commitment.
It is pointless to expect him to come to the point because he has no point. He has a point to offer. The government is ready for discussion. We are ready to have a debate. We want a healthy debate discussion. We want to highlight the atrocities.
Ruckus continues in Parliament even as the government agrees for a long format debate on Manipur under Rule 267. It's a big move to counter award Vapsi practice. Parliamentary panel is suggesting undertaking by awardees. Karnataka Congress MLA takes a U-turn now, says he did not write the letter accusing Congress minister of taking bribes. After a mysterious disappearance, the Chinese Foreign Minister King Yang has been sacked now by the Xi administration. A very good evening. You're watching Republic and I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. We have seen only and only more fireworks in the parliament. The opposition continues to be adamant, even as time and again the government has reached out to the opposition saying, let's come and have a discussion on Manipur so that the entire country can get to know the truth. Now, it is just a follow-up to that entire move that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, we are told, has released letters that he has written to the LOP. Along with the letters, he's also tweeted that he's written these letters to the opposition leaders, appealing to them for their invaluable cooperation in the discussion of the Manipur issue. Abhishek is joining us on the phone line right now. Abhishek, Can you get us details of what that letter really says? And time and again, the government has maintained we want a discussion on Manipur, and they continue to ask, why is the opposition, Abhishek, running away from a discussion?
Well, absolutely. So the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who reiterated for the second time on the floor of the House that the government is ready for the discussion and he is ready to answer questions of the opposition. And the letter that the Union Home Minister has written to both Mallikarjun Kharge in the Raj Sabha and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary in the Lok Sabha, he has said that, and he's written in Hindi, he has said that in the last 6 years of the BJP government, there has been peace prevailing and a period of development in the northeastern states, but then whatever has happened in Manipur is unfortunate, and people of Manipur want India to be standing by them, and that is the reason why a constructive debate has to happen in Parliament. And I am asking for your positive response and cooperation in that on that front. I have repeated this earlier, and as I said, Deepti, the Union Home Minister spoke about this on the floor of the House today, and he has made a formal statement yesterday, and separately he has communicated to both the Speaker of the Lok Sabha and the Chairman of the Raj Sabha, and now releasing the letter in public domain, so that it is expected that the Congress party would respond.
Abhishek, before I let you go very briefly, the government has agreed for a discussion under Rule 267, exactly what the opposition wanted. Then what is holding back the opposition from letting this discussion happen?
So what happened was, Deepti, in the morning that we heard a conversation between the chairman of the Rajya Sabha, Jagdeep Dhankar, and leader of the House, Piyush Goyal, and in the opposition, from the opposition, P. Chidambaram, where an impression gained that the government is ready for 267 on Manipur, provided that the opposition agrees for a discussion on Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh also under Rule 176. And it seems the opposition is absolutely not willing to have any dialogue on the opposition ruled states of Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. That's why the stalemate continues.
All right, Abhishek, for the moment, thank you so much. We'll wait and see how the opposition even responds to that appeal once again coming out from the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. And now to our special focus on this edition of the news, a two-day event to mark the 24th Vijay Diwas that begins today, commemorating India's triumph in the 1999 Kargil War with Pakistan. Preparations are underway for the event at the War Memorial, with final touches also being added. The event is going to be graced by the Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, who's on his way right now to the War Memorial. He's going to be arriving early on Wednesday to pay homage to the Jawans who laid down their lives for the nation. The families of the martyred soldiers make it a point to visit this memorial each year on the occasion. Zeenath is live with us right now, and Zeenath, you know, this is an occasion that the entire country comes together to celebrate, to commemorate, and to, I think, also put out a resolve that never again will we allow what happened in Kargil. And like I said, because this is a resolve, you know, Zeenath, that we see from the entire country. What are the kind of sentiments you've heard so far? What are the preparations? And, you know, does this just become an yearly thing for a lot of people who are there almost every year, or it's become a part of their lives, Zeenath?
See, Dipti, right now we are at the Dras War Memorial, and here Army Chief Manoj Pandey, General Manoj Pandey, has also reached to pay tributes to the fallen soldiers. In fact, he felicitated the war